There is a secret hidden inside every pointy shoe on earth. If you cut one open after a performance, you wouldn't find fabric and satin. You'd find blood, toenails, sometimes bone fragments, because before a girl becomes a ballerina, her feet have to die first. Tonight, we're going inside the most beautiful lie in performance art. Here's the reality most people don't know. Elite ballet training usually starts between ages 3 and 8, not as a hobby, as a full-blown athletic career, mostly their parents choosing it for them, decades before most kids pick a sport seriously. By age 10, many young dancers are already training multiple hours a day, several days a week. By the time a dancer is a professional level, in their late teens or early 20s, their bodies would have absorbed more repetitive stress than most Olympic athletes see in their entire careers. And almost none of that shows on stage. That's the point. That's the job. Let's start with the shoes. A ballet shoe barely has any padding. It's basically layers of fabric, cardboard, and glue pressed into a hard little box at the tip. And dancers put their entire body weight on that box, balanced on the tips of their toes for hours at a time. The pressure on the foot in that position can be several times the dancer's own body weight. All of it pressing down on a spot smaller than a coin. What happens next isn't rare. It's expected. Bunions, cracked bones in the feet, blisters on top of blisters, and toenails that fall off so often they sometimes just stop growing back the normal way. And these shoes? They don't last. Professional dancers can go through dozens of pairs in a single season. Some top dancers wear out a brand new pair after just a few shows. Ballet also has a long history of pressurizing dancers about how they look. For generations, dancers have talked about being weighed in front of other people, criticized for their bodies by instructors, or told they didn't look right for a role, no matter how well they danced. Teenager ballerinas often have no idea about nutrition and end up being in a major calorie deficit. That pressure has led eating disorders found to be far more common in ballet than in the general population. Feet and weight are only the beginning. Ballet dancers have to turn their hips out almost 180 degrees, so dancers force it, starting out when they're kids, while their bones are still soft and growing. That's a reason why stress fractures in the spine and hip show up so often in these dancers. And so do hip injuries. Now add all that jumping. That's how you get shin splints. Damaged Achilles tendons and lower back damage so bad that it shows up on the scans of dancers who are barely in their 20s. Researchers who study sports injuries have actually compared ballet's injury rates to professional contact sports. And ballet has no padding or medical staff standby. Let that sink in. Even the hair isn't innocent. That slick back bun is not just a style choice. It's a strict rule. Ballet companies require hair pulled back so tight that not a single strand moves during a full body spin. They use special gels, pins, and sometimes even hairspray or hair nets layered together just to survive rehearsal. But pulling hair that tight every day has a cost. Doctors have a name for it. Traction alopecia. Hair loss caused by constant pulling at the roots. Some dancers have talked about thinning hairlines and bald patches near their temples. All from a hairstyle most audiences assume is just elegant. And the funny thing is, while these dancers get bullied and pressurized in their schools, when the audience actually sees it, they think that it's only talent, when in fact, it's mostly discipline. Years of sacrifice, starting before some of these dancers could even tie their own shoes. So the next time you watch a ballerina glide across that stage, don't just see grace, see the years it took to build it. She earned more than applause. She earned respect. Do you think you could keep up with the culture of ballet? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more.